Oh boy, I waited 2 years for this and it was... Here is your review for The Haunting of Bly Manor right here on Movies in a Nutshell. Hello and welcome to Movie Melee. I am your friendly neighborhood detective Artemis, and before we go on, you hit that thumbs up button because I know it, you know it, the tall man knows it. You really want to like this, please? Before I go balls deep with my spoiler review, I'm gonna do a quick spoiler-free review right here, right now, so don't skip ahead. To be real quick, I promise. Very slow-paced and not scary at all. So everybody declared The Haunting of Bly Manor. Watch when you're bored. In this part of the video, I will be talking about spoilers, so if you haven't seen The Haunting of Bly Manor yet, hit that watch here button on this video, go and watch the show, and then come back in and join in the discussion. Go! Or if you don't care about spoilers, sit back and let's talk. Once again, put together by Mike Flanagan, who did The Haunting of Hill House, Dr. Sleep, and the very boring Before I Wake. One of my early reviews. Go and check it out and see how far I've come. Not very far. Much like The Haunting of Hill House, this show is based off a story called The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, which again, like The Haunting of Hill House, has had several movie adaptations, most recently to earlier this year with Stranger Finn. I also did a review for Hill House, which you can watch up there. Our story here is about an American woman named Danny, who previously played Nell in Hill House, takes on a job as a nanny, or an au pair, for a couple of kids. One of them is actually the voice of Peppa Pig. Now, I only know about that because I have a kid, not that I'm a big secret deep down Peppa Pig fan. In fact, why can't we get a scary episode of Peppa Pig for once? George, why are you stabbing Mummy? I apologize to the UK crowd. I'm terrible at everything I do. I can't even do a proper American accent. She takes care of them in a giant England mansion full of dark history and secrets. Now we're talking. Danny was hired by the kid's Uncle Henry, who is a real motherfucker. He was previously the young dad in Hill House, and he was Elliot in E.T. Yeah, that's him, old red hoodie wearing bitch. Cough up the Reese's now, or I'll call the government. This season was very slow paced, and I was hoping for like a slow build towards a big payoff. And when I didn't get that, I thought it wasn't worth the wait. Now, it really took its time fleshing out these characters. I mean, like leisurely taking its time, and I'm all for that. But when it came down to it, I didn't really care about any of them except Hannah and Pun Master Owen. He's a god. He also had a very epic mustache, one that I can hope to grow one day, but probably not. Now, to be honest, I do feel a little misled. The show was called The Haunting of Bly Manor, so I was expecting a lot of horror. But instead, it was just a really long gothic love story. Hell, even in the show, they said it's not much of a ghost story, but more of a love story. They knew what they were doing. You lied to me, Mike. Plus, unlike last season where they were hitting ghosts in the background, there were none to be found here. At least, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. There is over 9 hours of story, but like 15 minutes total of actual horror. I sat there waiting for some more scary shit to happen, but like a kid waiting for his dad to pick him up from school, it never showed up. Wow, that was pretty close to home. I have not forgotten, Dad. Pick me up! Now, my favorite episode was the 8th one about the sisters who lived in the house before them in the 17th century. I thought it was the most interesting thing about the season, and I loved the look and feel to it. By the way, those sisters were also on Hill House as well. One was Theo, and the other was Poppy Hill. Remember her? Crazy. Another thing I didn't like is that once again, if you die in that house, your spirit stays there. Now, we've seen this in American Horror Story, Hill House, and probably some other shit. And you know what? I am now sick of this plot point. Please do something else next time. Also, how did the parents die? They never got around to it. They're just like, oh, it was an accident. What kind of accident? I need to know. Tell me. There's also a lot of repetition, memory bouncing, and whatnot. It gets tiresome pretty quickly, and you know what? It's not perfectly splendid. I swear, no more accents, alright? I swear. Peter Quint, who was previously Luke in Hill House, was the real villain of the show. He was a manipulator and an asshole. And you know what? He had a pretty dark and sad story, but that doesn't excuse all the shit that he wanted to do. He even possessed his girlfriend slash former au pair, Miss Jessel, into killing herself so they could be together forever. He did it without her consent and even wanted to possess the kids so they can come back together reincarnated. What a dick. The faceless ladies were actually the sisters after fading over time. Because that's what happens to your face, you fade over time. And the boy who was taken to the lake by Viola just didn't look scary, and that was all they had to offer for the season. That was a scary thing to look out for. I mean, we see faceless people all the time. They're called politicians. It just felt lazy. The season is told like a story at a wedding dinner party, narrated by an old lady who we find out is Jamie the gardener. And the wedding that she was at was Flora's, whose British accent just kind of went away, and I'm told that happens sometimes. Does it? I don't know. Jamie tortures these guests for 9 hours, only for them to be like, so if I go to Bly Manor, can I see the lady ghost of the lake? What a damn waste. Everybody was banging everybody in this episode. We have 2 sisters banging their cousin, a mother banging 2 brothers that actually had kids with each of them. We had a butler bang the nanny, and the new nanny banging the gardener. Now the ones that didn't bang were the ones that had the most organic chemistry. Hannah and Owen. I love you guys. Hill House had better characters, deeper story, better horror, better imagery, better themes, and stronger metaphors. And unfortunately, I gotta add some pretentious douchebag sauce to it. And even the cinematography was better. There, I said it. I didn't feel good saying it, but I said it. I said what I said. Hill House was levels above Bly Manor. Now, I know I've been trashing this season, but as a story, it was actually pretty solid. And I can totally see people liking that, and that's perfectly fine. It isn't bad by any means, but it just wasn't for me. I might have had high expectations after Hill House, so that's that. But if you really want to watch something better right now, check out Lovecraft Country. It is superior in every way. So what did you guys think of Bly Manor? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to this amazing channel. I am Detective Artemis, and it's me, it's you, it's us.